Alright guys, welcome to bonus episode 6. God damn it, Will said last week that the bonus episode was 4, but it wasn't.
How dare you remember
So you have to formally apologize to the fans immediately.
I'm sorry, fans.
Here we go.
I apologize. Don't sue me over this.
Yeah,
I make mistakes. I'm only human.
It's our own content. So this is bonus episode 6 where we cover the solo projects of the Strokes and Arctic Monkeys, whether it be their solo stuff or solo bands, whatever it is, we're covering it. And we got you covered kind of like we're the meteorologist in Alabama. We got you set. Let's take it over to Manny for sports. Manny?
What's happening?
Okay.
I'm so lost right now.
Let's take it to Will for sports. Will?
Will, what do you got? Did the Phillies win today?
I don't watch baseball. Did they win?
Did they?
I know they lost yesterday. I was
they're
afraid
still
to look.
playing. Someone just
They're
hit a
playing.
home run.
I think they're playing the Cardinals right now.
We
so
lead
we'll
the
see.
Cardinals in the top of the ninth, but
There we
who
go.
knows
We
with
gotta-
fucking pitching.
We got to get Will into some type of sport. Are you?
I
into
watch
any
basketball.
sport? You watch basketball?
There you go.
basketball.
Yeah,
Do you have a-
Anthony Towns.
What is that? Your
I
favorite
forgot the
player?
first
No.
name. No.
Who's what?
Wait,
Fair
he's on the
player?
Timberwolves,
Why did you
right?
say yeah?
Yeah,
Why
Then
did
yeah.
you-
yes, he is. Yeah.
Who's your favorite team?
Favorite team, New York. New York. That's where I'm from.
The Knicks or the Nets? Either way, you poor soul.
Any true New York fan is a fan of the Knicks. Just saying that. Just
Yeah,
they're
no,
out
I
there.
agree. Yeah.
Nets got a cool color scheme. But
Let's be
that's-
honest, they're really from New
sucks.
Jersey.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
watch
From
New
basketball,
Jersey.
so it's the only
Disrespect.
sport I can't speak
you're
on.
Missing out. Missing out.
Nah. Anyway, guys, let's just jump right into this shit. We are doing two very, 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 very interesting, good songs. Manny, this is a Julian solo song, by the way, so let's put your caution sign up because we know Manny's gonna fucking break your hearts. I don't think you'll say that about this one. I really don't think so.
Are you sure about that?
I am very sure
All right.
because this is the most popular song off of that album.
Okay.
So I think this one will have a imprint on you when it comes to that. We are doing a Julian Casablancas solo song and an Alex Turner from his EP, The Submarine. We're running out of songs off that, so we're going to be moving on from that soon. Will, do you want to tell us a little bit about your personal connection with Submarine real quick? Reiterate that.
How dare you keep breaking my heart every week?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little reminder about the Submarine album. I just wish I can go back in time and like just rediscover this album again. Just like it was a part of my life where I was kind of healing, like when I started healing. So, and it's a part of my life where like I kind of like this is where when I first met Jared. So like I was listening to some of these bands for the first time, some of this music, and like just kind of trying to change my perspective on things. I don't know what song we're gonna do, to be honest. Some of these bonus episodes, I just kind of show up and just kind of give my opinion. I don't really.
Well, that's the point of them. These are supposed to be new for you guys.
We just spawn here.
Yeah.
I don't do much features on some of these
You
bonus
just
ones.
spawn
It's
here.
just for fun.
Yeah, so the Julian song we're doing is called 11th Dimension, everybody. It is the
Hell yeah, I love this
first
video.
single off of his, was it? I think so. Maybe I'm wrong. But it's definitely the most popular one. It was the first single, okay, I was right. It was released October 2nd, 2009. It's actually very recognized. It's in a lot of movies.
I was going to say, I think I might have heard this one before.
It's in a lot of indie movies. It was performed on Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien, which kind of got it out there. It was the 66th best song in 2009, calling it the strongest Julian sounding thing since Room on Fire. So a lot of high praise for this song. Will, before we get into it, you know this song, right?
Yeah, I was saying this is one of the songs I forget exist, and then when I remember it's a thing. I'm like, oh crap, like this is a great song.
Yeah.
And then like, cause it just like leaves my memory just because I listen to a lot of music. Like listening to music is literally a hobby. I know it's kind of stupid to say, but like
It's not stupid.
that's what I spend most of my time doing is because I want to make music, so I want to put something out there. So just a lot of my downtime, I just listen to music. Or just study music. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep ranting, but yeah, this song, Jared sent me this song off of the album, the solo album, and I was like, oh crap, like this is great, this is fun. And then the music video, I love the music video for it. Kind of reminds me of like a nightclub disco.
Yeah.
There's a lot to it.
Yeah, it is an A major key, and it is a 35 million stream song on Spotify. So pretty strong for a solo artist stats here. So there's some stats for you guys. Let's get right into the song. How we feeling? Ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, guys, that was 11th Dimension by Julian Casablancas. I fucking love that song, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Like, it's so fun, dude. It's so fun. I couldn't help myself but sing part of it. Like, it's such a fun song. Like, it's literally the definition of like an indie movie. I'm going on a road trip scene. Oh, Brandon, there he is. Someone's home. It's literally like the song that plays on a scene when they're going on their road trip and the camera's like up in the air and it's like looking at the car. Like that's literally if you're like want a song that's like literally like that type of thing. I said like way too many times. Anyway, like fuck, I can't stop. I have plenty to say about it, but I want to defer to you guys. Will, what do you think?
I can feel my body tingling with all that,
here we
that
go
good
again.
vibrations going
Horny
around.
again.
No, guys.
Here we go again.
Oh no.
Let me describe my feelings. No, I can feel that's like when they say music is like vibrational. That's like one of the ones like oh god, like I feel amazing now. Kind of how Jared feels.
Music is his vibrator.
Oh my! I'm not gonna be able to stop.
We should get that on a T-shirt.
Yeah, Will's
I feel
face.
like people would buy that.
Yeah.
I would pay $20 for that shirt. Yeah. Maybe you guys on Patreon. I don't know.
Yeah.
Throw that on there.
Sorry.
Before I even get to the lyrics, it's just like lyrically reading it. It's like wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
But there's just I don't know. There's
Very
so many good
strong.
things to say about this. I don't even know where to start, man.
Yeah. Well, Manny.
I don't know where to start.
Manny, why do I keep
like-
switching your names today? God damn it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was cool. I hear what you're saying, Jared. Not so much Will, because there wasn't a lot of words there, but no, it's, for me, like, what I think of is, like, that was, like, a very 80s style song, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The visuals, all the funky, like, instruments in there.
Yeah.
So it was cool. It was fun.
The genre that it's under is new wave synth pop, so
Yeah,
that
which
makes
sounds
sense.
80s, yeah.
That's
like,
all I wanted to say. Yeah.
synth, yeah, like, when I hear songs like that, I instantly think of, like, the 80s was so weird. There was a lot of different genres, a lot of different sounds, and that just sounds like something that like would fit in perfectly to that era of music.
Yeah. We watched the videos, we were listening to the song, guys, and like I can't even begin to fucking tell you what was going on in that video.
Yeah, no.
Like there was like a black and white scene with a old pirate general mannequin, and he was on stage, and then he was in the streets. I also figured out that Julian cannot stop playing with mics and swinging them like they're fucking like horseshoes or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
The whole time he was just swinging his like microphone like it was like a Indiana Jones whip. So like he's obsessed with those microphones.
There's like a Karate Kid like montage where you're like running up the stairs. And, like,
Yeah,
running
yeah,
up-
Mind you,
yeah,
those
yeah.
are all like are those not all like 80s movies?
No, they are, especially that
Yeah.
part with the neon lights edited on
Right.
his legs, and
Yeah.
he's
Right.
running upstairs. Yeah. Manny's right, guys. If you're looking for like a nostalgic modern song, like this is that, and it's incredibly synth heavy. Like there's
that.
so many like layers to this, and the synth is definitely the lead, like the lead instrument in this thing, and it's everything that's in it otherwise on top of that is just as good and just as effective. Do you guys have anything else to say on it before we get into instruments? I know you said you had a lot of stuff on it.
It's just another song where like the more you listen to it, like the more you'll hear. There's a lot of stuff that I listen to it when like now, and this is one I listened to a couple times. Actually like quite a few times, but there's like new stuff I heard this time. It's crazy. There's a lot of layers to it,
Yeah.
like instrument wise.
I mean, for sure. Can we all agree that the synth is what stood out for us? Is that what everyone
for
thinks?
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
overpowering.
yeah, and the times that there is guitar in this is like very, very strong. Like you hear it, and like there's a part where it's just like random, and it goes like into the verse. Like I can't help but like air guitar every time that part comes on. So like when he does bring in other instruments, it's very effective and it has a purpose for being there. It's not like forced in there. You couldn't really tell there was anything in this song but a drum kit and a heavy synth. Like, but then there's a couple parts where there's guitar in it, but. His vocals, like he sounds amazing in this. The melody and how catchy and fun it is at times. It's very, very, very well put together. Incredibly well put together. So instrument wise, I think the synth is what really stands out for this. Will's lyrics section. What do you got?
And then goes the lyrics. Let's go.
Yeah.
So really, first line on the song, I just nod. I've never been so good at shaking hands. It's kind of like, it reminds me of being like, what's the word? When you're not introverted, like Julian, especially like in the beginning, kind of gives me like introverted vibes. Even though he's like a very good singer, very good musician, he seems kind of like awkward at times, which is kind of like relieving, because that's kind of how I am, and I try not to be. But at the same time, I'm just like, whatever. Like sometimes I am. This is who I am. Just gonna come out just like this, just take it.
Yeah.
So I just never been so good at shaking hands. Like sometimes when I go to people, like I don't really go up to people like have a call conversation. I'll just look at them, nod, like hey, or like I'll run away really quickly. I don't want to have like a whole 5-minute conversation because I'm not good at small talk or stuff like that. I've been trying to get better, but that little line I relate to. Or and then right after that, I live on a frozen surface of a fireball. It's like what the fuck?
I love that.
So creative, yeah, so cool. Let's see. There's a lot of lyrics in here. I just haven't looked at it, like the lyrics recently. It's more like the music I usually listen to.
Yeah.
For the song.
I love the line, no one really cares or wonders why anymore. I got music coming out of my hands and feet and gizzards. This whole time I thought it was hands and feet and kisses.
I didn't know it was gizzards. Yeah.
It is gizzards, unfortunately. I'm gonna still say kisses. But yeah, I love that part's so fun. Like it's you pretty much hit all the highlights I had on the lyrics in terms of the ones that really like stood out to me. Drop your guard, you don't have to be smart all the time is a really good lyric. Like the song's about like, hey, you don't have to be perfect all the time. This one's like a rare like super uplifting, like, hey, like the world's not ending, like you got this, like you can do it. You're looking out for your own voice, but in others, while it hears you trapped in another dimension, like it's about trying to break through, and from the vultures and bootleggers, as he says, like the door is waiting. Like he's trying to tell you like it's out there, you just gotta go get it, like, and keep your positive spirit and go. That's at least how I take it.
It's like very spiritual, like the spiritual side of it. I think like it's called 11th dimension, so it's like raise your vibration, like rise above everything, be better than. And even in the music video, there's like little like quotes that he's writing on the board. I think he's saying like anger is like weakness. And that's really cool, like, and that's something I've been kind of dealing with a lot recently, is like trying to channel my anger into healthy ways and like not let it affect other people, and just like overcome that part of me that kind of wants me to bring me down, like my ego and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Especially like at work too. Like there's a lot of times where I'm like, fuck this customer, But at the end of the day, that's another person that you have to help, and you can't really let your emotions and your anger take over you. Especially like in any business, anything that you're doing, you gotta let sometimes you just gotta put your emotions aside and just like kind of rise above it. And then the line where he says, forgive them even if they are not sorry. Sometimes you just got to do that. You just got to forgive and forget.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Even if that person's not sorry.
Yeah. It's unfortunate because I didn't get a chance to post in Reddit about this one. Because I know that there would have been a lot of good comments on this, because a lot of people requested it. And for us, Brendan is huffing. So yeah, I'm upset I didn't get Reddit comments on this, but we will maybe I'll get them during the week, and then I'll edit them back in. Maybe I'll just read them myself and then edit it in there just to get some comments on it. Sometimes we get ahead of ourselves, sometimes we don't, but it's better to be ahead than behind, so that we can not have to find time in our annoying retail schedules to have to cram it all into one day. But yeah, guys, so what do you think? What do you think? Are we on overall thoughts on this thing? We went over the instruments and what we take away from it. Was there anything else you guys had in terms of comments on it? Manny, I want to hear more from you. It's the first time you heard it.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those, it's a lot like his other stuff, where it's one of those songs that I feel like I didn't fully get the grasp of it the first listen. Like, I'm sure there was a couple of things in there that I missed that I would really like, especially with the lyrics. But yeah, so it's definitely one of those songs I'll go back and I'll listen to and maybe give it a higher rating afterwards. But I pretty much have, I think, a solid rating for it.
Yeah. Go ahead, you can go first.
So I'm gonna give it a 3.4.
Okay.
So just hear me out, because again, for me, like, listen.
Yeah, what is this gonna take?
Listen, to me, at 3.4, like, that's a good song. Like, great is in that 4 range for me. 5 is like perfection. It can't get any better, right? So like a 3.4 to me is just like a solid good song. Like it was catchy. maybe, like I said, I'll go back and I'll listen to it, and it'll resonate a lot more with me. I'm more of a lyrics person, so if there's a couple good lines in there that I missed, then I might be willing to like bump that up. But it's a 3.4 for me. Which one of you suckers is going next? I know there's a 5 coming. There's a 4.8.
I'm giving it a 4.
Okay.
On the dot.
All right.
Because when I think back to like River or Brake Lights, which is also a great song, like this song does have, for me, it's more fun to sing. It's more relatable. It makes sense, and not that kind of stuff matters to me because I'm not I don't care about the lyrics as much. But a 4 for me is kind of that's where my mind went immediately. And again, I've been trying to go with my gut more, but a 4 is what it's going to be. No higher, no less. It's incredibly fun. Like I said, like that's the biggest thing about this song for me is like I can sing all of it, and like there's so many sections in this where when you sing it, you're like you're excited to get to that point in the song and like mimic it. And then also it's like catchy as fuck. The melody, his vocals, it's not too long, it's not too short. There's synth solos in it, there's guitar in it, like it's like the video is interesting. Anytime I can just watch Julian do his random fucking shit that he does, it's good by me. So I'm gonna give it a 4 on the dot, 4.0.
That's solid. I'm gonna give it another 5. It's gonna be another diamond in my book.
All right. Wow.
One, just because like the synth is what kind of like drew me in when I first heard the song. Like, I thought it was like one of those Daft Punk, what do you call it, like I didn't know when I first heard it, I didn't think it was gonna be just a solo. I thought it was gonna be like another group. So I was surprised that it was just like a Julian solo song.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't sound like the others. It sounds like
doesn't he do a song with Daft Punk?
He has 2.
He has 2. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I always think this is one of them, but no, it's surprising that it's just Julian.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's a 5 just because one, it's catchy, it's simple, it's fun to sing along to, and the synth is like I'm an '80s baby, so that's for me. They're just gonna get my heart.
An '80s baby.
And the drums.
Yeah. Cool. Well, guys, that was 11th Dimension by Julian Casablancas. It's on his solo album, Phrazes for the Young. Incredible album all the way around. This one is the lead single from that. There is a music video to watch that has a lot of interesting shots in it. So yeah, moving on to Alex Turner's Glass in the Park. Yeah. Talk about, music is Will's vibrator. This one's like the deluxe version. Yeah. This is the one you said you were excited to get to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is probably my favorite.
Well, I'll let you take the reins on this one. Go ahead, give us some foreplay before we listen into this this one here. This one here.
I'm excited to show Manny this because you haven't heard this one before, right?
No, not that I know of.
So this is probably like one of the 2. There's 2 songs on this album which I can't decide which between are my favorite. Mm-hmm. This one and Hiding Tonight. Okay. This one I've played so much. The people I lived with before, they like it, but I feel like they also hate it because they're like,
because you played it so much.
Yeah. And I played it like it's one of the ones like when I got a record player, I was really excited to play because I knew it was gonna sound great on there. Like it has very much of like that David Bowie like echoey kind of like dream. So I'm just excited to show this to you.
Okay, yeah, let's check it out.
All right, let's do it. This is Glass in the Park by Alex Turner from his EP Submarine. Before we give it a listen though, guys, we forgot our little stats that we're supposed to do. So I'm going to look up Glass in the Park on Spotify and see what we got in terms of count. What do you think, you guys? What do you think this is going to be at for listener count?
I have no idea.
No,
I don't know how much people
literally give
it
any random guess.
600,000.
It's in the millions. That's what I'll say.
Okay.
Yeah,
6 million.
6 million listens.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna round it to 2 million.
God, guys, 38 million.
What?
38.6 million for this.
So this isn't like a hidden gem then.
No, this
like
this one's not a hidden gem.
Unless it's just Will. Like how many of those numbers is Will?
I know, right?
Pumping the numbers up.
Probably a lot. It's over 100.
Yeah. Is this the one you listen to the most on this album, Will?
Yeah. I would say yeah.
It's in D major key. It came out on the Submarine album, which it's an EP slash soundtrack, right? That's what we it's from the soundtrack. And for some reason I was dumb and didn't realize that at first when we first went over that. And I'm sorry, that was my lack of research. But that's not happening anymore. I'm on my shit with this, okay? March 14, 2011 was when this EP came out. But anyway, let's give this, that was the Song Stats with Jared. Yeah, I'm going to have to come up with a theme song for every segment that we have.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
Make it fun.
and then you guys are going to have to do the same. Okay?
Yeah, use my cow.
Oh my god, you and the cow. Anyway, let's move our way into listening to this song, okay? Here we go, let's do it. Alright guys, that was Glass in the Park by Alex Turner. Damn, I forgot how, like, beautiful that song. I mean, I knew that the rest of the songs on this album were, like, acoustic like that, but that's, god damn, he's so good at making, like, beautiful songs. Like, his voice, like, this is like, peak Alex, like, Humbug era, and below. It's just, like, his voice, like, it just reminds me of just his voice, like, it sounds like in Cornerstone, like, and it's a little bit lower of a register, but it's just this era of Alex Turner for me is crazy. Will, what do you got? This is your baby.
Yeah, this song always makes me a little sad listening to it, just because there's always a person that pops up in my mind. But it's also like a bittersweet song. And it has very lyrically very well made. There's a lot to it.
We'll get into it. This is where you get...
It's hard to explain.
It is hard to explain.
Oh, okay.
Makes me choke up, makes me feel very emotional, and like, damn, like, fuck. And you know, like, right now I'm just chilling in my life. I'm peaceful right now. I'm very calm. It's like, it always makes me, like, very emotional.
Yeah.
It's a lot of like, crazy feelings, like, dang. But it is a beautiful song. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's cool. A little one from horny to like just somber and like it's crazy how music
this is like
that.
the after
Clarity
when he's
like,
done
man.
he let out a big huff after the song
did,
finished
yeah.
He let out a big huff, guys. He was like
right. it was like therapeutic.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Now I know how to make him feel better at work. I'm like, shh, just put on Glass in the Park, it's okay.
If only they played that on the radio. Oh my.
Yeah. Manny, what do you think? First time listener.
Yeah, kind of like you said, it's a nice song. Yeah, it's classic. When I think of like Alex Turner, like that's him. Like that's what he can do at like his peak.
Yeah.
Minus like Arctic Monkeys, obviously, but yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, the melody of it, the way it does kind of sound like a dream sequence, like it could sound like it's everything once again is just like very cinematic with him, you know, everything he does like on the side, like solo. His Arctic Monkey stuff, like, is to me, like, a lot of it until like you get later, like, isn't super like cinematic, but his solo stuff, like Shadow Puppets, his EPs, like, they're all so, like, every song you listen to you feel like could be like in a scene of a movie, which it is. It's in like a movie.
Did
already.
he write this whole album for that movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yep. So like every time you watch a video, they keep having the same clips from that movie. Like there's not really like an official bit. Like it's always the same clip.
We might have to watch that movie one of these days and just do like a bonus about the movie. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I'd do that.
I want to see this live too. Like I bet hearing it live, I'm actually learning how to play this on my acoustic. It's very fun. It's a little challenge, but it's pretty simple to play.
Yeah,
that's what's nice about it. It's simple. It's not too much. Not like, oh my god, like what is this? I can't understand this. Like I feel like anyone that at a certain age can understand this and like kind of relate to it.
Yeah. So what about this song? Like what draws you to this song versus the rest? Like on this album?
Definitely the meaning of it is like having that person that you love and like you're giving them your all and like you're lyrically telling them like and all the words that you're saying, like you could write them poems. Like this is why I like this song a lot, because it sounds like a personal song that he wrote for a specific someone, and we'll never know who. It's for the movie, but it sounds like he also had someone else in mind when he was writing it.
Yeah.
Like there's no way you just come up with this out of nowhere. You just wake up one morning, okay, yeah, I have a song.
Yeah.
There has to be some kind of like background to it. And at the time there was like a special person that like I was really trying to commit to. So a lot of the stuff that like he just says in here is like very serious, very like, all right, like you're the only person, like, and like he would do so much for that one person. It's just beautiful. Like the fact that you would commit, like out of all the people in the world, you just commit to that one person. And it's a little bittersweet too, because like at the end it seems like that person went away and like, it didn't work out.
Yeah.
That's like because it's very different from some of the other songs in the album.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are interpreting it as like someone put on Reddit about this one. All these accounts are always deleted. I don't get it. But he said once he helps her get rid of all the quote unquote glass, parentheses, her problems, she floats because nothing is weighing her down anymore. He had put everything on hold to help her. But now she doesn't need it anymore, so she goes back to his regular life. So once again, they fucked me emotionally because I was like, oh, this is just another happy song. But then at the end, like what this person wrote, like it seems like it's about how he loves this girl so much, but then at the very end he sings about how she floats away and he's not devoted to her anymore, which comes out of nowhere. It's like at the end it's kind of like it hits you with like, hey, sorry, this wasn't what you thought it was. There's more to this thing. And maybe it is because we haven't seen the movie, which I assume
Right.
from what I'm seeing from the little clips that's probably just something that how it goes. But it's just like, god damn it, like, Alex, stop writing happy like beautiful sounding songs and making me feel bad about it.
Right.
He's
He's good at it.
He
That's
is
like
good. He's
literally probably like his best overall talent is just like he's able to do both. That's so rare. It's hard to
Yeah.
it's hard to do.
yeah. Manny's lyric section. Manny's just sorry.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, guys.
Well,
He
wait,
can't
wait.
even tell us
Did
apart
you
at
guys
this
have any
point.
lyrics or like hear anything that spoke to you when you listened to it?
Nothing specifically lyric wise for me. I
'Cause,
mean,
like, I have lyrics, but
yeah, I don't know. That one, I feel like with a lot of Alex Turner stuff, I'm more like, because his lyrics are usually deeper, it's like one of those things where I almost don't even want to comment my first thoughts because, like, I don't fully understand it.
yeah. Okay.
But, like, one thing that I notice a lot with his stuff is, like, no matter what it is, what kind of genre it leans towards, like, the music is always, like, the forefront for me. It's always almost like it's usually like an elegant vibe to it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's easy to just like kick back and listen without even knowing that you're really listening to it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense at all.
Yeah, I mean, we've all kind of been there. Like, I think with like songs like this, like, and when you say you need me tonight, I can't keep feelings in disguise. The white parts of my eyeballs illuminate. So what he means by that is like, it's nice to feel like you're needed by somebody else. And, you know, it's been, you know, we've all been through that. We're like, okay, cool. Like, they ask you for something. You're like, oh, crap. Like, they're thinking about me. They need me to help them. And then, you know, I feel like we all had a situation before where, like, you thought, like, someone, whether it's a female or just, like, a friend, like, you help them, and then they just, like, are like, cool, now you help me, now I'm good. Like, you know,
Right.
you did what, you knew what I needed, now I'll see you later. So, like, that, I mean, in terms of lyrics, like, that part sticks with me, like, 'cause, you know, I've been in situations, like, where, like, if someone, like I said, like, hey, like, I need you for this, like cool, like, I'm awesome that I'm the one that you came to for that. But again, like, with me, like Manny was saying, for me, it's not as much the lyrics as, like, his delivery on the lyrics and the way he approaches melody, like, the white part of is, like, the whole thing, like, the way he was able to, because the chords are kind of weird, they're all over the place, like, it's, like, 3-section songs with, like, chords. When I'm listening to it, I heard, like, a lot of different, like, chords to deal with.
Yeah, it's like up and down. It's
Yeah.
very up and down. So that's why I like it, because it feels like a dream, or it feels like you're being rocked to sleep. There's another song where he sings like this, where he sings like he's singing up and down. But
Yeah.
I see what you mean, like the chords, they're going up and then back down and up and down. It feels like a wave.
Yeah. I also noticed the way he says eyeballs illuminate. He said, my eyeballs it sounded like he was saying ballsy. Like, it sounded like he
Okay,
literally
yeah.
said ballsy. Because he
Yeah.
says, my eyeballs illuminate. He said ballsy. Like, it literally sounds like you're saying ballsy.
I hope I don't hear that now.
Well, that's all I heard. And I haven't heard this song in a while. So, like, when I listened, I was like, my ballsy. And then all I could hear was ball. I'm like, he didn't just say ballsy, did he? But yeah, I mean, only Alex Turner can put the words death balloon in a song and have it be effective.
Yeah, not like scary. It's like, oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
of my favorite lyrics that kind of spoke out to me, right off the bat, was, how can I put you off when you're a matter of urgency? Or I've got a million things that I need to do, but they're all secondary. And that, when I first heard the song, that really, like, freaking messed me up. Because, like, that person at the time, I was like, no, I kind of want to make you, like, number one, and, like, everything else, I'll just figure it out. Like, you're the pride, I don't want to lose you. Like, I won't lose this other stuff because I can figure that out later. Like, I didn't want to lose that person. And so, like, I kind of just, like, dropped some of my priorities and, like, some of the stuff that I cared about just because I was like, I don't want to lose that person.
And that's personal experiences for you you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or where it says kind of like you're giving that person your all. It says, now I'm up on my knees and picked up the speed to jump your palaces. It's like, damn, like it kind of sounds like he's talking to like a princess at this point, where he's like, all right, it's like an Aladdin kind of story where it's like, all right, I came up from the streets, now I'm on your level.
Yeah.
Like I've worked on my ass off just to get on your level now, so what's up?
Yeah.
And the end, that part where it's like, it sounds like he's floating at the end again, and where it sounds like the lady like floated away, or it could be a man, who knows? But I think in this context, it is a lady. And like a grain of diamond dust, you float in my devotion's outer crust cracks. Just the way he's saying it with the guitar going on, like the way the music's fading in the background is very beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're looking for a song audience that you just kind of want to like sit in the corner and just be emotional about it, this is one for sure.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, if you're driving at night, late at night, you're kind of like with your thoughts, and this is it's a beautiful, beautiful acoustic song. Yeah, so I enjoyed kind of revisiting that. That was awesome.
It kind of like resets my mind, like sets me back, but like in a good kind of way. Like I take a step back from things, and like I have a good like relief kind of feeling.
Yeah. We ready for rankings? We don't have any fan comments on this episode, like I said, but maybe I'll put those in later. But let's go to rankings. Will, you go first.
This one's a little difficult. I don't know if I want to give it a 5. I want to give it like a 4.8. I know I really talked highly of it. I just don't think it's a masterpiece.
What's missing for it to be like what knocks it down from a 5 for you compared to like the Julian song?
That's the thing. Like I don't want to compare it. I'm trying to think like what makes it not a 5.
But like when you heard like what I'm wondering is when you heard the Julian song, like instant 5, like you didn't hesitate. So like what I'm wondering is, what did that song make you feel compared to like this upbeat one? Okay, so it just kind of puts you in a better mood.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. There are some songs that are like that are a little like sad. That I don't know if I would give them a 5. It's just kind of difficult. Like I wanted to give it a 5, but like but part of me is like no, it's like a 4.8.
Yeah.
Like it's almost there.
You got to go with what your gut's telling you. If you're trying to talk yourself into a ranking, that's what I kind of learned. Like then
as much as
then it's not that good. Yeah.
It's not. Masterpiece. I want to give them all 5s, but they're not all 5s. Because I'm not a person that like I guess I'll go. I'm giving it a 3.9. Because I can't give it higher than the meeting place. I can't give it higher than
that's what I'm saying.
Pile Driver Waltz.
I think I gave that one a 5, right?
I'm pretty yeah.
The meeting place.
At least meeting place you gave a 4.5.
What?
And then Pile Driver Waltz you gave a 5. But even like Stuck on a Puzzle, like I think I love like slow songs, but like this one doesn't make me be like I need to sing that, like, or I need to play that over and over again. Like I have to be if I'm ranking this on just pure when I want to cry and put myself in the fetal position, like this would be a 6. You know what I mean? Like it's very well put together. It's absolutely like beautiful, but it's not one that I'll put on all the time. But I do think it's very close to a 4. Like it is a very, very well put together acoustic song. It's not too short either. Like it's a good length. And Alex's vocals are phenomenal. So I can't quite put it on the same level as the meeting place. Or like, and you're not supposed to, I keep doing that. You're not supposed to compare, but I think like that. Like I gotta rein myself in a little bit, because if I wasn't, I feel like I wouldn't have any song like under a 4 at this point. Like I have to really think about it. But that's my ranking, 3.9.
Yeah, I would say for me it's a, I don't know. It's hard to gauge because, like you said, it is a really good song, and you try not to really compare it as much. But I guess if I had to pick a number now, I'm gonna say 3.6.
3.6.
Yeah, because it's a good song. It was really good. Like you said, every point that you guys had, it's well constructed. Lyrics are great. I think like for Will, like he has that emotional attachment to it, and like that's great. Like I'm glad that he has that. Anytime that like our emotions kind of push us to like a song even more, Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
I respect that. So
That's why I gave Glass a 5.
yeah.
Like,
I think, if I didn't have that attachment, it would be like in the 3 range.
Yeah.
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 And that's okay to factor that into it.
Yeah, you almost have to. Like, that's the
these
whole
are our
point.
personal rankings.
Yeah, that's the whole point of, like, you know, listening to music is, like, you know, and that's why we're doing this pod. So,
yeah. I'm sure all of us have a song we can think of on both bands right now that we didn't even get to that we're like, that's, like, the one.
yeah.
Because I have multiple like that for both bands that are going to be, like, definitely boosted.
What's cool is, like, both of these bands and these artists have so much music out there. I guarantee you there's always, like, think of whatever you think is their worst song, right? I guarantee you there's someone out there that thinks that is their best song.
Oh, we've
They
seen
love
that.
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it's cool. Like, that's what I love about it. I could completely hate a song, and for someone else it, like, is the greatest thing they've ever heard. It transcends music for them. So
Well, we see that every week when you do fan comments, when
Right.
there's, like, we're saying we love it, and then they hate it, and then someone else loves it.
Exactly.
And, like
Yeah.
someone said, like, for example, for you, like, you don't understand why Curious is one of my favorite Void songs. And and some people in here, like, Alone Together was a lot of people's favorite
Right.
Strokes song, but then some people say it's the weakest one on the thing. Like, I'm someone who doesn't think Someday is a 5. Like, there's so many.
Blasphemy.
Listen, that's in the past. There's so many.
No, it's not.
There's so many instances where that stuff happens. But yeah, Will, do you got any final thoughts on this?
Nah, man.
No.
Will just needs to be by himself.
Oh, he really
Like,
needs to be by himself after
he-
tonight.
Yeah, he just needs to, you know.
Yeah. The good old music vibrator.
Right,
That's
right.
what he needs.
Throw
Yeah.
your headphones in.
Yeah.
You know, chill out. Yeah.
Whip it.
Maybe listen to something put you in a better mood
Yeah.
than this.
Listen to Mr.
No.
Bungle.
I'm not gonna listen to this tonight. I'm cooking something up. I can't really talk about it. But yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Listen to Squeeze Me Macaroni by Mr. Bungle. That's right.
Or hear me out. Don't
Yeah.
don't listen
Save
to that.
yourself.
All right, fine. Listen to Pink Cigarette by Mr. Bungle.
Don't listen to any Mr. Bungle.
Okay.
I apologize if anyone from that band's listening, but no.
Did you know they toured with Red Hot Chili Peppers for, like, the longest time?
Mr. Bungle?
Yeah. They did.
How many people are in there in that band?
Like 6, I think. Yeah. I mean, dude, did you hear all the fucking
It
noises?
sounds like 12 people.
It does.
I thought it was one guy.
It does. Why didn't one of us say Mr. Bungle in our listen to? We're saying it now, guys. Listen to Mr. Bungle. Dude, so many people know them already, which is crazy. Like, when you, like, look them up, like, they're like a fucking cult classic of bands. Like,
Well, you know, like, and again, no offense, but, you know, some things are so bad that they're good
Yeah.
for some people. You know what I mean? Like, I can't say that for me. Like, for me, it's so bad that it's bad. But, you know, let's each their own. You know, check it out. Let us know.
yeah.
Give us a shout.
I wonder if we get copywritten if I play Mr. Bungle on here. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe hit us up on, like, Instagram or something. Give us your thoughts on Mr. Bungle. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll have a Mr. Bungle podcast. If
Why
I say
can't-
Mr. Bungle one more time.
So why can we play music on Instagram clips, but you can't on, like, a podcast?
Well, because they probably pay money, Instagram.
To
I'm
have
sure
it
it's-
on there?
Yeah, because it's like some type of tethered music. You know, it's like Spotify. Like, why can you just sign up for Spotify?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
That's
guess
a
it's the
good
same
question.
thing like with the guitar.
Pandora.
Yeah, like with the app that you use to look up your guitar tabs, like the fact you can have, because sometimes like it'll say it's not there anymore, and I assume it's because of licensing. You can't have their song on like the tabs when you like play the song to play with it.
Yeah.
So, but that's so fucking stupid, dude. Like, I hate that I gotta like be.
Not play Mr. Bungle.
Yeah,
You hate
mainly. I do hate that.
I tried to post "Leave It in My Dreams" on Instagram, and it was like, this song's not gonna be able to post in some countries, and I was like, why?
Jesus
Like, why
Christ,
you gotta be
dude.
like this? It was because of Sony. Screw you, Sony.
Oh, of course. Fucking Sony. I hate them. Listen, Sony, if you're listening to this podcast, I don't give a shit. I hate you. You're ruining Spider-Man.
Well, you guys just ruined a potential sponsor for us. So
Whatever.
I don't
good
want
job.
them.
I don't want
Well
anything
done.
that, until they give
no
Son-
Sony money for
Get your
us.
crap together,
Fuck
Sony.
that. I'll go to Columbia Pictures. Anyway, we speak highly about Disney. That'll be a better get. At least I do. Don't. Manny's
Jared's a Disney adult for anyone that doesn't know.
No.
So
I think of that meme with Julian, the Disney meme. He's like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I should read that.
Yeah. Guys,
like a
there's a lot of
Disney
good
theme song.
Julian memes out there. There's one where he just looks at the camera and he laughs at it, and he's like shirtless and in a hotel. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Anyway, guys, that was 11th Dimension by Julian Casablancas from his Phrazes for the Young solo record, and Glass in the Park from the EP Yellow Submarine by Alex
on the Park?
from the EP Submarine by Alex Turner. How we feeling about those songs? Good experience, huh? Really upbeat, and then it kicks us in the nutsack and we're crying.
Oof.
Anyway, guys, my legs hurt. We've been sitting for a while. We love you guys. Thanks for the engagement. Hit up our Reddit. Hit up our Instagram, Karma and Tranquility. We post regularly there. We post daily on there. We post daily on Reddit. It is me posting on the Reddit, not an actual Karma and Tranquility profile. It's a profile with me in a Justin Jefferson jersey, and it's like Faithless098 or something like that. You can't miss it. Every week I post a post that says like thoughts on this song, and they get a shit ton of engagement, which you guys are awesome for it. It's on the Strokes and Arctic Monkeys subreddits. So if you want to comment on things, put it in there. Thank you guys for the over 700 total listens so far. That's fucking crazy. You guys are great. It's crazy the amount of people that have DM'd me and talked to us about their thoughts and feelings about us doing this for these bands. That's why we do it. So we appreciate you guys. And we will see you next week with the regular episode, another bonus, and continue this train rolling. All right, Will, take us out.
Little Habibi.
All right. I don't know what he said, but see you guys later. Hey guys, Jared here. Thank you for listening to the episode. You can find us at Karma and Tranquility on Instagram and Reddit, and Karma Tranquil on Twitter. Our link tree is posted in our description and bios for you to find everything we have to offer. We post a full episode every Wednesday and a bonus episode every Friday.